On previous video, I showed you how you can use raw file review tool to load a directory list into a custom object, visualize file list as far as extensions and dates. But I think the other question people are going to ask is, can you load this into a document object? That's probably not a good idea, and the way you want to get data in there is by using relativity processing. But there might be situations when you have files like video files or files that don't actually benefit from processing, that you just need to load into your documents object quickly. So in this video, that's what we're going to do. All right, this is where we left off in the previous video. Let's go to a documents object and we'll see that there is nothing here. We're going to go to integration points and we're going to create a new integration point job. We'll call it load to doc. It's going to be import and the source is raw file review dir list. So we're going to say next and we specify our control number. And now we need some files to load. So I'm going to go to my server and I have this folder with a bunch of small SQL scripts. So I'm just going to grab those and I'm going to put the path and we're going to say star.star for the file mask. In previous video I explained all this. Here I'm just going to kind of fly through this. I'm going to hit next and now I'm going to map my fields. So control number is going to go to, well, let's see if this works. Yeah, control number to that. And now what I'll do is scroll to the bottom and I say I want to copy native files, physical files, and I'm going to select full path. And now I'm going to save and run. And again, we're checking to make sure our preferences here were saved. And now integration point is going to go to the server, scan that folder path, which must be a UNC path, and it will find all the files and it will load them into documents table this time. So now we have a count of 16 and it finished. So we can go to the documents table and see that we do have 16 documents. And if I click on them, I do not have any extracted text because we, of course, did not process this. We just simply, this is more like making a directory list and loading using desktop client. There was no data extraction happening. However, the native file has been loaded. Okay, I'm not sure why my viewer is not showing up. I gotta see if the service bus is running on my dev VM. But you can see that there is native because the viewer radio box is there. And so we can go back and now we can work with this list of files just like we were in the file list. Now we can do the same thing in a documents object. Again, I don't think it's a good idea to put it in a documents object just because there were no real processing done to these files. You can theoretically now image them in OCR to get searchable text. But better idea would be to put this in the relativity processing and let it do what it's supposed to do, as opposed to trying to go around it. Well, anyway, I hope you guys like this project. It's going to be available on my website. Download it. If there is no download link, send me an email. I will get a copy of this to you absolutely free. You can play around with this, experiment, and build on top of it, which I think is more important than anything. Yep. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.